Nice weather. But I originally came up here because this unit needed a thermostat. It had no thermostat hooked up. It was just running, I believe. I'm not sure how it knew what to call for, and etc. But it needed a thermostat, so I put in this new thermostat. Just short cable just to test it. Tested it, and then when I was up here, I noticed the heater wasn't clicking on. This Reznor heater over here, which is separate from that whole unit, it kept trying to click on, but it just kept cycling, like it wouldn't stay on. So I knew from experience it was probably the igniter. So I came down under here and I found and I found the igniter right here, and of course it's all rusted. So I ended up trying to take it out, and of course it like fell apart into a million pieces. So I was like, fuck. I was like, great, now I have, I thought it was the igniter, and it was, and this is the problem. So I took it out. It was in like a million pieces. Somehow I hacked this thing together, not to keep in here, just to test it. And I put it back in, and it still kept cycling. I was just holding this wire here. This thing broke off, and it still wasn't staying on. It just kept cycling. And then the second I moved this wire and put this one with a better connection, held it in, poof, stayed on. So this whole sensor is bad, and it actually gives you the part numbers right here. So it's not Spark Ignition, it's Pilot, and it's 061145. I looked that part up online. Ooh, you can get it for like $50, $60. Just sucks because I hate waiting for parts. Like, when I tear something apart, I want to fix it that day. I want to fix it right now. It's Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. Nowhere's open. Sunday's alone, never mind Easter. So probably going to have to pick this part up tomorrow. Hopefully I can find it at a supply store. I do not feel comfortable. I mean, I got it working. I got it running. But I do not feel comfortable, like, letting this thing run the way I hacked it. Maybe if I, maybe I could do something just for overnight. I don't know, but I'm gonna take this thing out again, and I'll show you what it looks like. And then also, my plan for why I originally came up here, for this new thermostat, which I'm actually really excited about. You can do a lot of controls on these. They're very good. Thing is, I want to wire it down in the pool room, so I'm gonna have to find out how. I'm gonna have to get a long enough cable and then find out how to get this down into the pool room, like, professionally. And I believe it's this wire right here. Yeah, it's this one right here is down in the pool room, so I need to trace this and somehow try and follow. Get it nicely done. If not, worst, temporarily I could probably keep this thing tucked in there somewhere so it doesn't get wet, and just, if I have to control it, come up here. But I'd like to have control over it down in my pool room. So, all right, fools. So, I'm just kidding. This is the igniter right here, or the Pilot, I guess, is what it's called on there. So, pretty much, you can see this thing's rusted as shit. I'm surprised I was able to get it to still work, because I took a continuity test, and I tested from this connection down to here. That was good. I sanded that down a little bit, so that was good. And I also tested the continuity from this pin right here all the way to the end, and that was good. So I knew the parts were good. I had to fucking super glue this thing right here because that fucking just broke off. Look how rusted it is. It's time for a new one anyways, but that thing just fucking broke off when it... What room is it? 1 second. 246 at Element. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll do it. I'm just on the roof right now. what was I saying? Yeah, so I tested continuity. Continuity was good. I cleaned it up, fucking, you know, as much as I could. Things fucking done. Things cooked. But anyways, something to do with this actual connection right here, I think. It's just kind of loose and brutal, whatever. But I was able to get it to fire once, you know, I had to hold fucking everything in place. This middle part right here is a sensor. This is where actually the spark comes through. So this is the spark, and then this is the gas line. Make sure when you take this out, you turn off the gas. This right here. So, I mean, it's regulated through this anyways, but make sure you fucking hit that gas before you do any work. And, of course, the power, obviously. Yeah, so I'm gonna try, what I'm gonna do is see if I can get this thing just to run for the night. I mean, I did get it to fire. I'd like to, you know, just try and stay ahead. That way, you know, let it run overnight. And I don't know if I feel comfortable with that, though. This thing's just so done. But I don't know. We'll see. At least I know what's wrong with it now. You know. And so I need to get a new one of these. Probably pick one up tomorrow if I can find one locally. If not, order it. It's going to suck, you know, wait a couple days. But probably find this local. It's Reznor. It's like $60. And yeah, this is the problem right here. All right, so we're back up here, day 2. I got the Reznor part that I need. I got the Pilot. I had to go all the way to Worcester for it. It was about $101 after tax. You can see official Reznor part 061145. And yeah, this thing brand spanking new. Gonna put this thing in this heater right here, and that should solve any issues we have and get this whole system going. And once this is in, I can just wire up that new thermostat and we'll be good to go. So let me get this opened and we'll get this puppy in there. All right, here we go. We got the new part in there. You can see how shiny, brand new it's looking. It's looking good. Got the spark hooked up, gas line on. I turned the gas back on now that it's hooked up. Got the sensor hooked up right here. And we are ready to fire this thing up and see if she goes. Out on here. All right, so we're all set. So I fired everything on and poof, lit up first go. So everything's good now. Pilot's in. It's heating up. It's heating the pool room as we speak, dehumidifying. So another job well done. A lot of money saved.